death. But before that, I will tell you that we cannot skip this particular reality. It's a reality, right? And I'm not going to give you the reality check because you all know. And if you try to skip it, it is a Herculean task. It's an impossible task to do that. If you know how to die, if you have the capability to know how to die, then life will be more easy. It will be the easiest way. Because you know very well, there are many ways you may die. One of the ways is spiritual. It's a spiritual way. One of the ways is a spiritual way. Now, there are many people who are hankering after money, Mazuma, and there are many people, many monks are there who go to the Himalayas and who wait for their death spiritually. Because they connect themselves with the Supreme Lord. Sometimes they may call them the Lord Shiva, they might call them the Lord Krishna, or there are different ways. And that is also called the salvation. You have to attain the salvation. Now, when you have the picture, a clear picture, how you die, life will be more interesting. Because you are not going to insulate yourself, right? You're not going to protect yourself. You are going to be calm, reconcile. You are going to be imperturbable with yourself that you know how to die. You leave your body, you get more relaxed. Because you know you're waiting, as I told, that I'm waiting for the death. I'm rolling out the red carpet for the death. But on the other hand, when you talk about success, how do you see or how do you talk about success? Success is a different ball game, right? Many people have their different ways to talk about success. If you want to curl them all, you have different ways. Now here today I will be talking about the spiritual success because material success everybody knows. The spiritual success is very important because ultimately you need to get rid of the cycle of births and deaths at the end of the day, because that is the only truth. We have different systems in our country, in the society, in the world. Different systems to observe. And that is really not obtrusive. Because we have the ways to know different systems, different policies. The only way to be successful, to understand the reality of life, is not the bookish education. Everybody has the bookish education. It's not the bookish education, but the spiritual education that we all need. Because ultimately, if you don't believe in God, you might not believe in God, you might not believe in the spiritualism, but you have to believe in science. And science says energy cannot be destroyed nor be created. You cannot destroy the energy, you cannot create the energy. Right? That's what science says. Yes. And I cannot deny that. So we all are the energies, you know very well. So when you leave your energy, when the energy leaves your body, this metal body, this material body, and it needs something else. So you have to believe in the cycle of births and deaths. So when you have to leave this body, and might be your soul has changed different bodies, and it will be changing more bodies in the future, until unless you get rid of the cycle of births and deaths. So that is the main thing that we need to focus on. Then what is the real success? Is it hankering after money? Is it hankering after, can say, sex and all? It's not that. Life is not about that. Life is the way. For example, tomorrow I may wake up in the morning, and when I wake up in the morning, I might have different options. I said that. You might have milk, you might have chicken or mutton. The way is same. The process of having food is same. But what food you are having, that is a different thing. The process of death is same, I believe. Upon my humble word, I believe. The process is same, But the different thing is how you would have and what food you would have. Whether you would have spiritual food, or whether you have material food, or whether you have some different food items. So it depends on your karmic action. How would you do that?
We
Yeah.
cannot have a combination of food, of spiritual and religious.
Like you might have, but thing is that if you realize the first combination, the spiritual combination, then you don't need to go for and hanker after the materialistic things, the UP things. So it's better to understand the spiritualism there first, so that we'll not be hankering after different things. And you realize, because you know very well, recently the CEO of Ford, the Ford company, it's a Ford company, you know very well, he has donated 250 crores to ISKCON, which will be established in our West Bengal, and it will be the biggest ISKCON in the world. So he realizes that.
Is it a real realization, or he tried to?
No, he has left. No, he has left everything.
That donation is completely tax free.
It's fine. It's fine. There are different ways. You may believe, you do not believe. It's up to you. Right. For example, if you know Mark Zuckerberg, you know very well, right? And Jeff Bezos, you know very well. These two guys came to our country, and they went to Kachidham, which is in Uttarakhand right now, near Nainital. They went to Kachidham, and it is said that Neem Karoli Baba is one of the avatars of the Lord Hanumana. Right. So they went there for the spiritual upgradation. So that is really very important. Every rich person right now in the world, every rich, stinking rich, if you talk about, starting from Mr. Bezos, starting from Mr. Ambani, you have seen how Mr. Ambani is embracing different forms of gods and goddesses. Right. So every person, which is really underrated, I believe, that every rich person, every successful person is highly spiritual. Is highly spiritual, and it is really underrated. We don't know. We don't give a damn to it because we feel.
What kind of spiritual person spends 5,000 crore on his son's wedding?
Look, there are different ways to understand. Like, it could be a big business, right? It could be a strong determination because they're infusing that money into our account, into our economy. So our economy has been boosted. There are different ways. You might feel that they are spent. Look, 5,000 crores could be very, very big to you. It could be the biggest amount to you, but not to him. It is only the 0.5% of his entire bank balance. So it's nothing to him. We are getting we are tying the knots by taking loans. He's not. I don't think he has taken any loan from us, right? So it is this 0.5% of his wealth. Can you imagine? That means out of 100 rupees, it is only 50 pice. So who cares?
Yes, because the Jio customers care. I mean,
No, you have different options as well. You are BSNL customer. What's the problem? Right, they are not going to do some stuff, right? They are not going to advertise their things freely. They are the businessmen, and they have different ways to do that, right? They are not going to do charity for you. Spiritualism.
so you are trying to say that means also earning money, or I mean, spending 5,000 crores in a wedding is kind of a successful thing, right?
No, if I have
After you have mentioned that.
if I am a billionaire, I believe if I am a billionaire, if I were a billionaire, I would feel that, yeah, 5,000 crores is nothing to me. If I were a billionaire, right? Not only a billionaire, I have to have billions of dollars in my account, so that I would think that 5,000 crores is nothing to me. It's something very, very tiny. So let's come to the main topic. That is, if we know how to die, we will be very successful in our life. We will live successfully, actually. So that is, recently we celebrated the Kargil Diwas, right? We know very well. On 26 July in 1999, we got the victory over the right, neighboring country. So in 1999, on 26 July, and before 26 July, our 500 soldiers died. And in Pakistan, more than 2,000 soldiers in Pakistan died. Right. So the soldiers of both the countries, I'm not talking about only Indian, I'm talking about the Pakistanis as well. So soldiers of both the areas knew very well they would die. They already embraced their death before fighting. They knew very well, their families knew very well, our country knew very well that we would be dying. And they didn't give a damn to that. They embraced that death. Hence, we can really show up, we can boast, we can brag that we defeated Pakistan. We really defeated Pakistanis on 26 July 1999. So it is really important to know how to die because Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, they knew very well. Shudiram Bose knew very well that he would die. Jesus the Christ, Lord Jesus the Christ knew very well he would be crucified. He knew very well. And their life was more easy for them. Right. If you know how to die, obviously I believe life you will live successfully because tomorrow is unknown to us, but we can select death. We really can select death, I believe, but you need to be very strong, right? And if you are selecting death, and if you know you are going to the way you have chosen, then I believe you will cover more and.
Okay. No more question.
Just one.
No. We